I sailed from Seattle, far away from friends and home, across the blue Pacific to the land of morning calm. Here's a helmet and a rifle and your prophylactics too, and as sure as I'm your captain, we will make a man of you. The 105s were pounding and their thunder shook the night. I asked my bold commander, who am I here to fight? It's the gooks and the chinks, it's the slants and slopes, said he. And I wondered if their captain ever said the same of me. I've seen the mountain winter where the air is cold and still, but oh, that frozen Choson, it was a living hell. With the fever and the jaundice and 100 kinds of mold, we were slaughtered in our mummy bags by bayonets and cold. And everywhere I traveled, from the Gap at Gumari, the Yongsan Reservation, to the camps at Moonsani, the golden plains of Incheon, my boots rotting on my feet, all I heard were crying babies while their mothers walked the streets. Well, we bought watches, we bought candy, we bought whores, and we bought booze, and the little barefoot beggars bending down to shine our shoes. Well, we gave them back our candy, and to answer our desires, oh, we gave them round-eyed babies who died outside the wire. Then I got off in Seattle and I climbed on board a train. I rode it through these mountains with a fever in my brain. I could find no reason to remain here anymore. Oh, there was no sign around me of the life I'd lived before. So what's the pride in country if it robs a man of will? And what's the pride in manhood if a man will rape and kill? And what's the pride in killing if the dead will rise again? Ah, but there's a pride in knowing that the enemy's within. So listen, all you soldiers, here's a lesson you should know, from an older brown-shoed trooper who marched off long ago. They will use your pride and passion for to settle all their fights. Keep your pride in your trousers and the captain in your sight.
Fuck yeah!
I feel like I should have a trumpet instead of be playing house.
Oh, Il Pao, May 18th, 1980. The same time, Kapan Shikan, that there is a Gwangju rebellion. At that same weekend, my father's home exploded, literally. So that's a Luit song, 미국에서 북서쪽에, in America, in the Northwest. There's a famous volcano called Mount St. Helens. And so my father lived in a little cabin at Spirit Lake, which is the famous, it's under hundreds of feet of rock and water, the location now. But so we grew up with that, and I just found out recently that that event that changed our life so much happened at the same time as Gwangju, Oil Pao. And so my songs about that have a new meaning when I'm here, because I write a lot about the regrowth and the fireweed flower and how that mountain means something different to me than to my father. My father, it means death and deep sadness and anger, because it destroyed his culture and family and life and killed neighbors and thousands of animals and things like that. But for me, I was born after and grew up with all the new flowers and trees. So it's not the same at all, but there's a connection in the symbolism there to what it means maybe to be post-Oil Pao. And so some of these songs are about that. This next song is a Korean war veteran song sung by Utah Phillips, American soldier turned anarchist, my hero, folk musician, and he sang about his time in Korea. So I'm going to sing that for you. And it also connects to some of the heavy things Zoe was talking about. By the way, this is Z and Zoe and Sunu. And he wrote about coming here as a soldier and trying to get out. And many soldier friends of mine who've heard the song have said that it touched something deep for them too.